Let's go. Mack Malone, he's your KC journalist. The truth. Mack Malone, he's your KC journalist. Mack Malone, he's your KC journalist. And y'all can get the best from that KC journalist. Let's go.
What's the deal, everybody? This your boy Mack Malone, the KC journalist, and today we are down at the Mack cabinet shop in North Kansas City. Now, I just want to say off top, Mid-America Contractors is a good company. I'm not here to slander. I've actually heard Jason is a good, upstanding man. But right is right and wrong is wrong. I've tried emails, phone calls, and I've reached out 2 different times and was just ignored. You see, an employee of this shop has been under investigation and has been charged and booked on charges that I told this company about over a year and a half ago. They brushed it off then, as well as they're brushing it off now. And I have the email from March of 2023 where I told the owner about this, and he said he would look into it. The shit was right there, clear as day. You can look it up, but guess what? He didn't do anything about it. Now, mind you, I used to work here, so I saw it firsthand. They ended up letting me go on some bullshit like, oh, we just ain't busy enough, even though I was past my probationary period and had no write-ups or disciplinary action and was there every day. But they continued to employ a sexual predator and let everyone else slide. So when I left, I told them about these charges. Once again, they ignored me. And like I said, I have an email to prove it from 2023 where the owner responded. So they can't say they didn't know, because that's what they're going to say. Oh, we weren't aware. You were aware. Okay, so the problem is that Mack Cabinets does residential cabinets. Now, I've personally been on a job with this guy, and we went to a school to install stuff. We went to several homes where women and children were present. They were present running around while we were there. You see, the whole time, he's facing 2 charges of sodomy on a minor and 2 charges of statutory rape on a 13-year-old. Now, mind you, this guy is 46. The company was incompetent and still sent him on these jobs. They're still sending him to these houses, around these families and these people. You know, we deliver to abandoned houses and houses being built, but we also go into houses that are occupied. 8 months later, after I leave and I make them aware, I drive by one day on my way to my new job and I see his van there, and him and another supervisor who goes around grabbing and slapping all the men's asses on the cabinet side and sexually harassed all the other male workers. And the company was made aware of that too. That's in the email as well. They were standing on the dock, so the company blatantly ignored all these complaints. There was also women who worked in this shop at the time. One of them was a younger girl. And you got a guy who sodomized a 13-year-old girl walking around your shop, walking around them. You're putting your employees in harm's way as well. It is disgusting and foul, Jason. And I could prove that you have known for the last year and a half, still sending this guy on jobs. I have a child and I can't ignore this. I can't ignore the incompetence of this company. The fact that you put someone who is potentially dangerous and has committed sex crimes around women, children, and families. Like I said before, I did this video. I reached out to both the cabinet manager and the owner, who once again, guess what? You guessed it. They ignored me. There is no accountability here. They're just ignoring this whole situation. I'm going to force the hand and make them release a statement. You are going to own up to this. They have been ignoring this. This is also a guy who claims to be a Christian and has a Christian company. I mean, he bought a church and stuff. Like, what are you doing, Jason? But yet they still allowed this. Now, Christian or not, kids are off limits, and letting this guy go on jobs, knowing who he is, and letting him come in contact with whomever while representing your company is just unacceptable. What if this dude would have snatched up and molested a kid while on a job? I'm sure your company don't want that attention, does it? You don't want those problems. You'd probably deny that too. But you ignored it, and you wouldn't act or take accountability, so here we are. I don't even have to mention the fact that I personally have witnessed a bunch of other fuckery while working here. I've witnessed cabinets getting broken, dropped in the mud, and they just turn them around and install them anyway. You had an employee who got special treatment because his dad's a supervisor and he used to come in hungover, 2 hours late, constantly breaking rules, and he was never disciplined. Never disciplined. There was a driver who stopped while on deliveries, and I'm not saying names, but I can if you need me to, and bought bottles and drove the company truck drunk. I've seen drugs passed and used on your property. This is what I've seen. However, I can't prove none of that, but what I can prove is that you've known that you've had a sexual predator in your shop, around your employees, around your customers, and you did nothing about it. Now, when I talked to the owner in the original email, he said, "Oh, we don't deal with the employees in the shop. I let the manager run it." Jason, that right there is why you got all this shit going on, because you are not monitoring and running your business like you're supposed to. Total incompetence. What do you mean you just let them handle it and you don't pay attention to the hiring and the firing and the daily operations? What the hell, man? You have no idea what's going on in your shop. You got OSHA violations and some more shit in there. I got receipts and proof and will gladly submit to a polygraph. This is all facts. But you don't want that, do you? Because it will further prove your negligence. But you can't say you didn't know, man. I have the email and you replied to it. You knew. You always knew. But yet you let everything and everyone slide. You won't hold a conversation. You won't discuss matters diplomatically. You won't respond to emails anymore. So I guess we're doing it like this, as we should. The public has a right to know. Your customers have a right to know. You cannot keep allowing this type of shit, Jason. Now, Jason, I've never met you. I've only heard good things about you. But you're wrong all the way across the board, man. And the way you have handled this situation is despicable. I am disgusted. This man is facing 4 counts of sexual abuse on a minor, including 2 counts of sodomy, and you just ignored it. You need to be held accountable. You're selling stuff to families and sending this sexual predator into people's houses. It's just unbelievable, man. And like I said, everything I'm saying is facts. I got receipts. I got proof. I'll submit to a polygraph. I'm standing on what I'm saying. Don't even try to deny any of this, because I will release receipts and emails and everything. But this your boy Mack Malone, the KC journalist, signing out. Fucking disgusting. Peace.
Let's go. Mack Malone, he's your KC journalist. The truth. Mack Malone, he's your KC journalist. Mack Malone, he's your KC journalist. And you know, get the best from that KC journalist.